What's going on, guys? I'm Jackie Powell with Entertainment Scoop, and we have the beautiful and talented Sharna Burgess with us.
And you let it go.
She's been telling us about all the exciting things that she has going on.
My boyfriend Paul Kirkland and I are creating a dance convention, predominantly a ballroom convention. There's nothing like that exists for our social dancers. Our competitive ballroom dancers always have the competitions to go to, but as far as a convention where you can learn from some of the best, explore and meet other people that love what you do, that nothing like that exists. So we've put it together. The name is Ballroom Fusion. Our first one is going to be in the end of November, the weekend after Thanksgiving, in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, where do you think the best ballroom dancers come from?
Well, that's why we chose Salt Lake, because so many incredible ballroom dancers come from Salt Lake. And, so many of our dancers on Dancing with the Stars come from Salt Lake City. Derek, Julianne, Whitney, Lindsay. Mark's taught there for a lot of his life. They just have great teachers and a great foundation there, so we think it's a great place to start.
Now, you said that Dancing with the Stars is going to be involved with the ballroom convention. How so are they going to be involved?
It won't be Dancing with the Stars as the show. It will be the pros from Dancing with the Stars. So myself, Peter, Max, Val, Mark, Cheryl, we're all going to get involved at some point. We're going to be interchangeable through the cities, so it's not going to be the same pros every city. It's always going to change.
Why hasn't this been done before?
I don't know. I really, really don't know why it's been done before. It's crazy. I was, talking to Paul Kirkland about it and saying, all these conventions are amazing. I never got to have that growing up because that wasn't the community that the ballroom world had. And he talked me through it and how it worked. And I said to him, why don't we do something like this for ballroom? And he said, well, let's do it.
How have you seen ballroom change? You said that it wasn't a community before, people more so competition. So how's it changed really over the years to you?
It's interesting. I mean, ballroom, the competitive side will always be the same. It's very cutthroat, it's very competitive. It doesn't have that social aspect of it. Whereas the social ballroom scene that since shows like Dancing with the Stars have come out, more and more people just want to do it to enjoy it. It sort of showed people that ballroom dancing wasn't just what your grandparents did anymore. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it can be fun.
It can be fun, it can be cool, it can be sexy, it can be whatever you want it to be.
And Dancing with the Stars this season for you, I think it's safe to say that you kind of blew up. People started really loving you after this season.
Got to showcase a lot more of what I could do because Charlie, being the youngest celebrity that I've danced with and also an Olympic athlete, was incredibly fit and incredibly talented. So I could go all in on the choreography, and I feel like people then got to know me a little better through that, and also seeing me on there for longer than I have been before. I mean, with Keyshawn I was at first. With Andy, we made it to week 7, which was amazing, and people got to know me then, but I feel like they really got even more of a look at me this season, and it was just so much fun.
Yeah. So what was more challenging, working with someone like Keyshawn that doesn't have any dancing background, or working with an ice skater, which you have to kind of break the technique a little bit?
Both very challenging in different ways. I have to say all 3 of my partners that I've danced with so far have been very, very different. Charlie, I guess I felt the pressure a little bit too, because it's like, well, what you gonna do now? You know what I mean? You've got an Olympic athlete, show us what you got. And so it was like, okay, go.
The pressure.
Yeah, which I love the pressure, but at the same time, it was like, I have to do amazing work this season.
Yeah, you definitely stepped up your game, and that just goes to prove your fan base has grown so much this season.
I don't wish to be in those magazines for nothing and no reason. I wish to be in there because I've showcased my talent and done something special. I'm so grateful for that. It's really surreal to me. I was in Rite Aid yesterday and I heard my name, and me not thinking what it is, I was like, what? And then I realized it was a fan, like, oh my God, it's Sharna from Dance with the Stars. And I was like, I'm still getting used to this happening to me. It's really quite weird and surreal, and I waved and I felt like I needed to go up and shake her hand and say, thank you for noticing me. You know what I mean? It makes you feel very special. It was really wonderful to be a part of Charlie's world. He taught me so much about positivity and your outlook on life and just not sweating the small stuff. And it was wonderful as much as I was the coach and the teacher to actually learn something from him too. So it was really a blessing. And like he said, we've got a wonderful friendship now.
So for fans that definitely want to get into ballroom dancing and all that stuff, what kind of advice would you give them? Like little girls that want to get out there.
Just take class. Take every class. You know, don't just aim to be a ballroom dancer. I think if you want to be a dancer at all today, you have to be everything. Ballet is a must. You have to do ballet.
My mom would always make me be like, you need to do ballet. I love the hip hop and jazz, but she's like, Jackie, you need the technique. But I was like, I don't want to do it.
As a kid, I was the same. I was like, ballet, I'm bored.
Right? Yeah.
But I wish I stuck with ballet. Now I put myself in ballet class so I can learn. I'm like the adult in there with all these little kids.
In the beginner class, these little girls are like, what is this older woman doing in this class?
Exactly. Oh my God.
So I know you're busy and you do a bunch of stuff. What do you do outside of, Dancing with the Stars, putting on this convention? What do you like to do for fun when you're not busy?
Sleep.
You're like, I don't get a lot of it. I gotta do it when I can. So when you go to your events and everything, are you totally starstruck? Because I'm sure you've been to a couple events where these people and actors have been there. Do you get starstruck?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Like, I wish I didn't. I wish I wasn't. I was cool enough to not get starstruck, but I geek out sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't help it. It's at the end of the day, I'm Australian. Celebrities around me is still crazy to me because we don't have that at home. And living in Hollywood, when you see people in your local supermarket, I'm like, I will never go ask for that photo. I'll never go ask for that photo.
But inside, you're definitely like freaking out.
I'm like, Hugh Jackman's at my supermarket.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit. I put it together a game, true or false.
All right.
And it's about dance. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
True or false? Okay. So, because of a high physical demand on their bodies, most professional dancers retire from dancing in their mid-30s.
That's actually true.
It is true. She's got that right. That is very true. Yeah. Yes, it is. Have you had any injuries?
Yeah, at 15, I had a knee reconstruction.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I've never broken a bone, but I certainly snapped 2 ligaments in my knee and destroyed the meniscus. I was at the World Championships representing Australia. And
no.
Yeah, it's crazy. I got to the semi-final and I was doing drive and I came down from this little jump thing that we do and I felt my knee go out and I was like, what was that?
Okay, so next truth or false question. Okay, a world record for the longest conga dance line was set by 119,000 people in Miami in 1988.
True?
Why do you say true?
Because I have no idea.
It is true! Yay! That's a lot of people in a conga line. Can you imagine that?
98,000?
119,000.
119,000.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
That's crazy.
Okay, so here's another one. An English man tragically died during an office Christmas party because he was dancing to Psy's Gangnam Style. I'm sorry, did I make you cry?
No, not cry. Is that for real?
It's true.
Oh my God.
I know, it's true.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He overexerted himself. They looked into it and said it wasn't because he was dancing to that particular song, but he overexerted himself, and it's true. Okay, so 90% of ballet dancers their hips click.
Oh, ballet dancers? I would say that's true. My hips click.
It is true. It is true. These are all true, obviously.
Yeah.
We have some false in here, okay? Let's just...
I'm just going to say true to everything.
Okay, so last one. 122 requires 90 hours of labor, over 200 yards of ruffle, and can cost up to $3,000.
Sure.
That's false, but it's close to true. I just changed the numbers a little bit. 122 requires 60 to 90 hours of labor, over 100 yards of ruffle, and can cost up to $2,000. What's the most that you spent on a ballroom outfit?
When I was living in London competing at the time, probably $5,000.
Holy moly. So for somebody that's like not, in the industry making all that money, winning the competitions, how do they afford
It's so hard. I mean, I was working 3 jobs to be able to afford to dance.
Wow.
When I was living in London, you live off nothing. You choose to dance instead of eat. I mean, I had a $5,000 costume, but no food.
I don't know what's going on here.
It's crazy. Like I said, it's a crazy, crazy world.
Closing out, who do you want on next season of Dancing with the Stars? Or what kind of person would you prefer going into the next season?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman? Wolverine with the claws. That's right.
Hugh Jackman is most definitely my number one celebrity that I would love to see, but that's like when you shoot for the stars. You know what I mean? Like if the sky's the limit.
Awesome.
Hugh Jackman, because he is incredibly talented. He can already dance, so that helps.
That's awesome. Well, I hope one of those will be that Hugh Jackman. As long as he wears the claws, though. He has to wear the claws.
Well, as long as he's not dancing with me when he wears the claws. We'll do the hair and the beard. Hi, this is Sharna Burgess from Dancing with the Stars, and you're watching Entertainment Scoop.